Hi, this is the how-to video on how to do the major cage clean for your guinea pig, or any other small pet, but we're doing guinea pig. So some things that you're going to need are, you're going to need towels to put down on the bed, so I've got two and I'm going to use these. I'll put it down. Other things you're going to need later on, a pair of scissors, a small washcloth, a larger hand towel, a plastic bag, and a paper bag. So the first thing you want to do is bring the cage down from the dresser. So we're going to do that. Bring it down here onto the towels. You want to open up the top and remove all of his stuff. His igloo, his hideaway, his food bowl, all of his toys, his water bottle also. So you can just set that stuff down. Most of it's going to go on the towels because he's going to be out at the same time playing around. So there's his igloo, his food, his blocks, and his wood stick. Now his wood stick is going to get thrown away because he gets a new one every week, and even though he didn't chew on it, but it's old and we just want to start fresh with that. So remove all of the things in the cage, including the guinea pig himself. There he goes. Now that we've done that, what we want to do is remove the hay guard here. Now that's one reason we have towels, because the hay guard can spill hay. There's not very much in here right now, but still it probably can spill. So we want to take it off being gentle. We can kind of shake it actually inside the cage so we're good. So we'll remove the hay guard and just set it down. We're going to clean it later. So now that everything's off, we can undo the clasps, and they're the little white buckles on the side, so we're going to undo them, all four of them. After we undo all four, we can take the top off, shake it, kind of get the hay off, and then we just set it on the floor. So I'm just setting it right now on the floor. Okay, so now that it's on the floor, now what we want to do is with the plastic bag, we want to remove all the bedding on the inside. So all of this stuff can just go in, all of that stuff. Along with the bedding, you want to remove the old paper pieces that are down here that were below the bedding. They're going to be thrown away as well in the plastic bag, so you can get that while you get the bedding. Sometimes you can scoop pieces up, but I usually just shake them off and put them right in here. So now we've gotten the washcloth, you know, soapy and wet. Sorry, it's blurry. We got it soapy and wet, so we got it good there. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to scrub the entire inside of the cage, the bottom. I really want to get it good. Really just scrub it, scrub it, scrub it. And you don't have to scrub the outside, just the inside. And you don't have to scrub the top, the wire portion of the cage. That's fine. It doesn't really get all that dirty, so you can refrain from that. Along with this inside of the cage, which we're still doing, we just want to get all of the majority of it. If there's a few things left, it's okay because you can get that with the dry towel, but you want to make sure that it gets really clean. You want to really get it clean. So we did pretty good on that. Some other things we want to scrub down are his gray insert for his cage, so we want to scrub that down. It got really dirty this week, so definitely want to scrub that down as best as you can. Just don't be afraid to scrub, scrub, scrub. Really want it to be clean, especially when it gets dirty like this. So we did that. Another one you want to do is his food bowl, and if there's food in there, you can put it in another dish. Put it in another dish and then put it back in later, but he had barely any in there now, so I'm just going to throw it away. Start fresh for the new week. You want to scrub out his bowl too. It's really easy though. It's not a hard one to do. You also want to get his hay guard. You definitely want to get this piece right here, the gray hay guard. So we can clean that out. So we got that. And lastly, which he's in, but you want to get his igloo. You want to kind of rub down his igloo because it gets a little dirty. He sits in it a lot, so you want to rub the igloo down. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, like a deep, it'd be power wash, but you want to rub it down. And so after that, once you done that, you're going to take the medium-sized hand towel, dry, you're not going to get it wet or anything, and you're just going to rub, rub everything down. The big cage to start with. Get any last pieces out. Anything left that's in there. Just, you want to dry it though. You want to make sure this cage is completely dry before you put him back in it. You don't want anything to be wet. That includes the hay guard and the food bowl and his igloo as well. So you want to make sure you really get it dry. But it's not too hard. It's just a big rectangular shape, so it shouldn't take you too long to get that. So once you get that, you want to dry off this food bowl. You want to dry off his igloo. Got his hay guard. You want to dry that off too. And his gray insert. You want to dry that too. So now that those are all dry, let's shake this out a little bit. The next thing you want to do is you're going to take the brown paper bag and you're going to open it up like you would if you were shopping. And you're going to cut out 4 pieces. You're going to cut out the main part here and the back side to it and then the 2 sides. You're not going to use the bottom, so you will have 1 piece left over, but you just want to cut out all the other pieces. Really quite simple, just cut out all 4 pieces, doesn't take too long. So then once you have 1 piece, you can lay it down. You want to lay it down inside there, and yeah, so you just want to see no space, like you don't want to be able to see the bottom of the cage once you have all 4 pieces down, so, but it always fits. So now we want to cut out the side parts, and when you do that, now the side parts, they're always like folded in, if you can see like this, so you want to fold them out the opposite way that they're intended, just so that they're not sticking up in the cage. You want them to be as flat as possible, so you can then set them down. They might still stick up a little bit, but you want to try to get them as flat as possible. So then remember, we don't use the bottom part, but we'll use this last part. We want to do the same with this one, the folding in, because it is going to stick out if we don't. We did that, and now it's kind of more flat. We did that. So now that we've done that, now what we want is the bedding, and that's this big green one that says Carefresh on the front. I know you know, but I'm just letting you know anyway again. So what you want to do is you want to take this bedding, and when you take it out of the of the bag, you kind of want to crumple it in your hands, because when it's in this bag, it's compressed to like a third of its size, and if you don't uncrumple it, it's kind of like wasting it. So you just kind of want to sift it around through your fingers a little bit like this before you do it. And then you just want enough that will fill the bottom, and so you can't really see the brown paper bag. I mean, you don't need to fill it like halfway full or to the top, obviously, because that would be kind of a waste of bedding. But you just want to not be able to really see the brown paper bag. So you just want to fill it. Yeah, just keep filling it, and it doesn't take too long, but yeah. Hope likes to watch. It's fun for him. He likes to know that he's getting a clean home for the next week. Yeah, Oak really likes to get involved, so let him walk around, and but if he starts chewing on the cage, tell him, no, you don't chew on our plastic stuff. That's not good for you, and it's not what it's for. But he just likes to have a good time. So don't discourage him too much. Putting the towels down is really key, because a lot of stuff just ends up falling out, and you don't want to get it on my bed. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me, I clean it up, but you know, just save time. Then you can just take the towels and put them in the wash. And it's good to go. So I'm almost done here, done the bottom. Doesn't take very long at all. The cage clean doesn't take very long at all. It's quite a simple process, and you only have to do it once a week, so it's not like it's too much labor or anything like that. So now that we've got the bottom filled, you can seal up the bedding, put the clip on, and then what we can do is we can put the top back on the cage. So the big metal part from on the floor that you put on the floor, you can put back on the cage just like this, and you want the black pieces to align in the slots, and you're probably going to have to pull these white things out because they get stuck under there and they kind of make it hard. You want the black things to line up. Now, I can't really show you this, but there's these little, on each side, there's, on the edge, there's a little gray piece that sticks up, and you want the white wire to go behind it. Like this one's in front, we need to move it behind. And then you want all the black pieces to fit into their little corners, and then you can just snap on the white snaps. You just snap them in place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the hay guard back on, and we're going to fill it with hay. Somebody just got new hay today, so he's really excited. What you want to do is you want to take the hay guard, and the hay guard goes in the back. It goes right over here. What you want to do is you want to snap it in place. And make sure that the bottom of the hay guard goes inside the cage part, because if not, then hay will fly everywhere when you move the cage, and you don't want that either.